right. Before I get into this video, I just want to make a very strong disclaimer that this is not a hate video against Muslims. The topic is, can Muslims integrate into Western society? And I'll give you my thoughts and views about it and the drawbacks of allowing Muslims to migrate easily. Okay. So right off the bat, I want to make it very clear. I'm just giving you my opinion. Okay. I'm giving my opinion and feel free to share yours. That's number one. Second one is, this is not at all a Muslim hate video. It is me sharing my opinion and perspective based on news and actual facts which are available. You can just Google search. Okay. And last but not the least, here's a surprising bit which will really give you a kicker. The topic was actually brought up by Muslims in my group. There are lots of Muslims, not lots, I would say. There is a balance between Hindus and Muslims and Christians in my group. But the Muslims, I don't know, who are in my group are very, for lack of a better word, let's say very open-minded, or they don't mind calling a spade a spade. They don't mind pointing out at certain bad practices and saying, in Islam, this is a bad idea, this is a bad practice. So they brought up this topic and they asked me for my point of view, and which is why I'm bringing up this video. So I hope this is clear. And last but not the least, if you're sensitive, please don't watch the video. I don't need you to watch it. You can just avoid watching it totally and just move on. And if you're really pissed off with the title, just put dislike and feel free. Okay. So let's start. Now, this is my opinion. I personally feel Muslims, specifically Muslims from countries like Arab countries or Muslims from Pakistan, I really don't think they can, integrate into Western society, Western culture, Western values. And I seriously feel that Muslims, Arab Muslims especially, you should not accept refugees, especially refugees. If they are educated, if they go into a European country or anywhere in the West legally, fine, allow them. But if they are not, please don't let them. And I'll also explain why here. Number one is, the first biggest thing is, for a Muslim who identifies himself as a Muslim, his religion is above everything else. It's above country, it's above human beings, it's above his own life. He will love his God, he will love Allah, he will love Prophet Muhammad, he'll love his religion, he'll love his Islamic lifestyle. You can prove me wrong, okay? So for a Muslim whose identity is being Muslim, that is paramount. It is much more intense, much more greater, much more, I don't know, it's like matter of life and death for a Muslim. When you compare to a Hindu, Christian, any other religion, Islam, Muslims, they take their religion too much to the heart, okay? And some of them, or I don't know if some is the right word, some of them take the Quran literally in every sense of the word. They take their words as gospel. Like they say, no, this is God's word. So they take it to the heart and they will make sure they follow it to the T. Okay. But now here's a major problem. One is, apparently their Allah God is only an Arab guy who speaks Arabic, no other language, only Arabic. There are a lot of experts who say, why only Arabic? Why didn't he have any other language? Okay, that is number one. The second thing is, the second major problem is, this is in Arabic, and the second problem is it's in parables. It's not specific language. It's not very clear. So it is open to all kinds of interpretations, all kinds of, versions. Like, for example, if I say, the woman whose hair blows in the wind is significant of the dawn of dawn of the uh, you know dawn of the weather, and and wherein comes the suffering. For example, a sentence like that. Now you can either take it in a way that, okay, this is a very poetic phrase which says that uh, you know when we are moving towards old age, okay, when we are moving towards old age, we will suffer. Another guy can take it as, if a girl shows her hair and it blows in the wind, it's haram. She has to cover it. That is what the phrase means. A third person can say, you know, Allah Ta'ala, what he tried to imply with this is a woman's loose character, which is loose hair. It is like the sun will set on your happiness, and which is where suffering will start. So every Muslim that I have chatted with, every Muslim that I have had a debate with, or every Muslim who has shared his idea, and oh my goodness, every Muslim is an expert on his religion. Every Muslim. You can check my videos where I have criticized the bad ideas of Islam, or even if there is a murder, even if there is a stoning, even if there was some crime that was like the Charles Hebdo, or a bomber explosion, or even that female who Shamia Begum, who left UK and went to join the ISIS or whatever. When I criticize them, oh my goodness, like every guy, from whether it's from Kerala, whether it's from North India, whether it's from UK, whether it's from some Arab country, everyone is an expert, and he will give a different verse, he'll give a different translation, and he'll give a different reason for it. And I always ask them, like, can I consider you the expert in Islam? They'll say, no, this is what was taught to me. So what was taught to you? Can it be possible that maybe he taught you something wrong? No. What he taught me is totally correct. Go online, just Google search on YouTube. You'll see Merry TV or something like that. This scholar, his topic for the video is how to beat your wife. Not joking. Just Google search how to beat your wife in Islam. I mean, what can you say then? And then there are other guys who, why Allah Ta'ala has allowed a man to marry 4 times. And each guy will have a different version. One guy, lately, he gave me a piece of his mind. Hey, you piece of shit, which obviously he has to call me that. He said, show me where he's actually asking me, where in Islam does it say that you should marry 4 women? No. It says you can choose 4 women, but nobody does it. He's actually telling me nobody does it. The other guy said, you're just cherry picking from the Western media that they marry 4 times. Okay, nowadays it is happening with Christians and it is happening with atheists. Then I actually literally stated that there are some Arab Muslims, and this is a fact. Arab Muslims are people who stay in Afghan and all that. They have 11 children, they have 10 children. There are even Arabs, you can Google search this, who wanted to break the world record of having 50 children. Some even say, Allah will provide, so I want 100 children. I put it up there. And these people are challenging me. I challenge you, he is telling me, I challenge you, show me who has 10 children. I was like, what, you want me to give you his name and address? Yeah, you tell me who has 10 children. Which Muslim? Which Muslim has 50? This is all Western propaganda. Here's the problem. If I give you the bad news, it's Western propaganda. But if I praise Islam and talk good, that you'll agree. So you're already biased that any information which is not in sync with your values, in sync with what you think, anything that is against it, no, that is fake news. That is bullshit. In fact, this will blow your mind. There was a guy who actually mentioned, the moon splitting in 2. Prophet Muhammad flying to the moon, or he went to heavens on a winged horse. Just type Mehdi Hasan, Richard Dawkins debate, where Richard Dawkins asks Mehdi Hasan, You surely don't believe that Prophet Muhammad went to heaven on a winged horse. Mehdi Hasan, even though I admire that guy, I admire his intelligence, I admire his sharp thinking, I admire his ability to debate. Okay, even though I don't agree with his religious point of view, he's marvelous. Okay, I'm not the type of guy, if you have a difference of opinion, I'll hate you. He did not say no. Can you believe he believes, Mehdi Hasan, that Prophet Muhammad flew to heaven on a winged horse? They believe that the moon was split into two. And here's the biggest one of them all, the biggest. When you ask them about Prophet Muhammad being in his 50s, he consummated the marriage. Just Google search, what does the word consummate mean? A 6-year-old Aisha, which is written all over the bloody internet, which is written in Muslim forums, which is written, they are telling me, these very guys are telling me, how do you know what Prophet Muhammad did? I'm like, what? Sorry, what? No, how do you know what he did? He kept Aisha without touching her. That is one version. Actual version, I'm not making this up. You can check Loy Machedo, Zakir Naik, Loy Machedo, Islam, Loy Machedo, Muslims. Check those videos. The comments over there is, how do you know what he did? That is number one. Second one is what? No, Prophet Muhammad never touched her. That is second version I get. Third version was this Keralite Muslim in my Facebook page. He actually educated guys telling me, if once a 6-year-old girl, once she can also get her periods, which I'm not aware of, whether a 6-year-old girl get their period or whatever. He said, once she gets a period, she is a woman. So I said, okay, if she gets a period, then what? Then to avoid temptation, Allah Ta'ala has said that once she gets satisfied, then that devil or that evil temptation goes and she will follow the path led, created by Allah. This is a Muslim, a Keralite Muslim telling me. Now, I'm very sure if you have an iota of common sense, you'll say, this is rubbish. But boss, this is his explanation. This is his version of Islam. And imagine him and his family. And he's a doctor. He's a doctor. Not a fake profile. He eventually removed and blocked me and deleted this thing. But just imagine, he belongs to a family and this is what they consider is acceptable. You know why he got pissed off and blocked me? When I asked him, so is it okay if a 50-year-old man wants to marry a 6-year-old girl in your family or a 9-year-old girl? I asked him. No, he didn't answer that. He didn't say, is it okay? Because he knew where I was cornering him. And then there are other people who say, no, listen, this was once upon a time. Doesn't happen today. Boss, please wake up. Google search. I have this image of one. You can just Google search. There was a 40-year-old Afghani guy. The person who took the photograph got a international award, photograph of the year or something. 40-year-old man marrying a 9-year-old, 11-year-old girl, okay, in Afghan. You'll say, oh, they are uneducated. The point is not that they're uneducated or educated. The point is it is being practiced. And I told you, without giving the specific name, my mother, who was in Dubai, she used to go to these sheikh families, okay, and they have big families, not like only one. She used to go to, kind of put oil massage and teach them exercise, and they used to, diet. My mother, old school, she used to read the books from Jane Fonda and all that 80s stuff. So some of these ladies, they just want companionship, so they simply pay, okay? It's not that they're interested to lose weight. My mother told me this. The latest wife of this particular Arab Muslim, latest means new. It was maybe his 4th or 5th or 6th or whatever. She was only 16. And this guy is close to his 60 or, 65. Imagine 16. There are so many of these guys who actually Really, they go to Pakistan, they go to Afghanistan, they get these girls. Now, am I saying all Muslims do that? No, listen, don't take me out of context. But what I'm trying to make you understand is this is a reality of so many Muslims. The Google search this, the Muslim grooming gangs in UK. Okay. Now, here's another funny thing. When I said the Muslim grooming gangs, hey, why are you saying Muslims? I said, boss, it's in the media. Yeah, the media is this thing. What if a Christian does it? I told him, listen, my dear, I'm giving you this particular headlines. Yeah, this is the West is anti-Muslim. Okay, the guy is a Muslim. The guy is from Pakistan. The guy is an Arab. Okay, this is a fact. This is who he really is. So, what do you want me to call him? No, just say a guy. Okay, but then when you have all the guys belonging to a particular religion, belonging to a particular nationality, a whole gang of them, am I supposed to just ignore and say, no, it doesn't exist? It's like when you go to India, the people who go to Kumbh Mela, do you just say, people went to Kumbh Mela, or do you say Hindus went to Kumbh Mela? When you talk about Hajj, when they go to Hajj or Mecca, do you say these people went to Saudi, to Mecca, Medina, or do you say Muslims who are observing Ramadan? And why do we have to suddenly close our eyes and say, no, it's not Muslim, it's not Pakistan. Oh, you're being racist. This is a problem. They don't accept. They don't accept the bad. They'll only accept the good. And this becomes the heart of the problem of why Muslims cannot integrate into Western society. Google search this one, a doctor's wife or a doctor, female lady, I think in Sweden or in Europe, one of the countries, she got a citizenship, and the governor or the mayor or the senior guy who read the vows or whatever to become a citizen, he extended his hand to shake hands with her, to congratulate her that now she is officially a citizen. And to the shock of everybody who was there, she said, sorry, I can't shake your hand. And he was like imagine the press is there, photographs, people are, why it is not allowed in Islam. Let that sink in. She with her husband is going from her country, coming to this new country, and she doesn't want to shake hands. She wants a country to adjust to her beliefs. I can't understand. It's like Muslims who join FIFA, for example, football, because they are fasting. I'm just giving you an example. They want the football game to stop so that they can break their fast, or they don't want the games to be played during Ramadan, for example, if they say that. Now, are you going to find it? Yeah, it's cool, man. It's okay. In fact, how many of them go to France, and because France says there's a Burqa ban, you can't cover your eyes and just be like this. Oh, that is that is anti-Muslim, that is anti-Islam. If a Christian goes to Saudi, can he demand, hey, listen, remove your kandura, remove your this thing, or I want to wear a bikini, I want to go topless? No. Oh, you're being anti-Christian, you're being anti-West? Do you think a Christian or Hindu can go to a Muslim country and demand that, hey, I'm bringing the statue of my gods, Ganpati, Lord Ganesha, Lord Shiva, I should be able to pray openly? No. They'll say, we will bloody jail you, chop your this and chop your that and put you in jail forever and deport you. Why does the West have to accommodate to the whims and fancies of these individuals and their religion when their own religion cannot accommodate other people? Why the double standards? Why? You don't want to shake hands, okay? You want to cover your faces, fine, but then you want to cover everything. Oh, that is promiscuous. They are loose character. We are what? Tight character. And then you have what? This is the part that shocks and baffles me the most. They leave a country that follows Sharia law, chopping, cutting, killing, stoning, for adultery. You can see some of the movies where the stoning of one, this thing, it's a Arab, I think it's a movie based on a woman who got stoned to death in Iran, even though the claims are false. It's a rather disturbing movie. It's on YouTube. You can get it for free. Just check it out. They put a fake claim on this female, false claim, the husband to take revenge, and she was stoned to death in front of her children. Okay. Now, so they escape this Sharia law. They come down to the UK and Europe, and then they want UK to follow Sharia law. Are you stupid? What kind of stupid are you? You're a special kind of stupid. Oh, Allah Ta'ala said this. Oh, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Sharia law, this is haram. And boss, they allowed you to come here. Be grateful. And the problem is the next generation feels that they're entitled. Oh, this is our rights. Sharia law. Even you even have Muslims, Majid Nawaz, and they speak against this. They are like, no, why should the country bow down to you? And by the way, Majid Nawaz was part of a radical extremist group who changed. This is so ridiculous. I really don't understand. It's like, oh, we are fasting, so why are you eating in front of me? Who the fuck asked you to fast? It's your fasting, your free will, your religion. Why should I, listen to you? Why should I follow you? They literally convert the streets into, their religion. And some of the videos where you can see in France and in Europe and London, they all have their flags of Islam, and they all in groups, large groups, Allah Akbar, and Sharia, and this and that. You came to this country because they give you freedom, because they allowed you be free, live and let live. Now you want to change that very same. So in fact, they've even started putting ads all across UK, and what about Islam, about sponsoring more mosques, more the benefits of Ramadan, and I don't know what is happening. It's like whatever the British identity was, is completely eroded today. And they say, no, Britain was not a Christian country. Well, guess what? In the UK, the majority were Christians. The majority were whites. The majority were not Arabs. They were not Africans. They were not Hindus. They were not Muslims. Fine. Britain is not a Christian country. Fine. But if you go back 100 years, all were whites. All were following Christianity. It's like saying India is not a Hindu country. 80-90% are Hindus. What are you talking? It's like going to Saudi and saying, Saudi is not a Muslim country, man. Huh? Yeah, it's retarded, man. Their logic is totally retarded. This thing about, man can marry multiple women, which is fine, which is okay, but they deny it. Having many children that Allah Ta'ala will take care, no need to worry, they deny. Prophet Muhammad, 50-year-old with a 6-year-old girl, is okay for them, is normal, is acceptable. Child marriage doesn't take place at all. No, it does not. No. Then what? Islam is a religion of peace. Yeah. Except if you criticize Prophet Muhammad or Islam or the Quran, then, yeah, we are a religion of peace, but if you insult us, we will... I mean, come on, man. The main thing that I wanted to state through this video is, I don't think Muslims can integrate themselves into Western society, Western values, Western culture, Western tradition. Why? Because it clashes with Islam. For a Muslim, his identity is Islam. His identity is Prophet Muhammad. His identity is what is written in the Quran. That is priority. That takes precedence over everything else. And Western society, with their openness, with their Christian, so-called Christian values, with their LGBTQ, with their, their lifestyle, Muslim and Christian or the West. Yeah. They complain about the burqa ban. They complain about the Sharia law. They don't want the Sharia law. And now that they're getting more and more Muslim representatives, they're just pushing for the Muslim agenda to, be there. Yes, the West is not perfect. Yes, they have the transgender issues. They have they're trying to legalize through LGBTQ the pedophilia that is there. Yes, many of them have very loose or no values at all. But that doesn't mean Islam is a solution. No way. That doesn't mean any religion is a solution. The problem is when you go to another country, it's like I invited a guest to my house to protect them, to give them food, to give them water, to give them shelter. And then after staying for some time, they complain, oh, the housing is like this, oh, the food is not halal, or the water is not good, oh, this your lifestyle, your wife and everyone dressing up openly, have some shame. Oh, observe, we are fasting, so you have to change your life. Oh, you believe in, loose values, you have to believe in, values of Islam. Come on. Uh, it's just an utter mess. And you don't have to go very far. Google search, you'll see how European societies, UK, you can see everywhere, wherever Muslims go in large numbers, immediately you have them wanting to spread their religion, build mosques, preach to others, convert others, change others. And if you criticize anything, oh, you're anti-Islamic, you're Islamophobic, and you are racist. And so I guess you want to have the cake and eat it both the ways, right? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Honestly, tell me if I'm right or wrong. And the worst part is, and especially when you get low quality, garbage refugees, it crime rates go up. It becomes ugly. They literally create communities in ghettos where only Muslims can be there. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I would welcome you to tell me, give me your opinion and point of view. Like I said, it's not all Muslims. I have Muslims in my WhatsApp group. I have Muslims who are friends who talk to me openly. And I can tell you, point blank, they themselves are fed up. And it's like religion should be a very private, personal thing, not a propaganda that everyone else should follow. And they literally want to police others and say, oh, you follow what we say. You don't criticize us, huh? We are a religion of peace. Otherwise, anyway, you let me know your thoughts, good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. And like I said, this is a debate where I would like your point of view. Feel free to tell me where I'm wrong. All right, you guys take care. It's me signing off. Ciao.